And wouldn't you want to investigate that? I mean,
It
the
was
the
not
rate.
investigated before officially, which is kind
No,
of astounding.
no, exactly. And the rate of people, and here's the thing, Josh, too. I think it's like either autism has always been as prevalent and we just didn't
Hmm.
know what to call it, right?
Yeah,
And we just got better at identifying it, or
right.
it really like came out of nowhere and we need to figure out where it came from because
Yeah.
all of a sudden so many people are so many kids are affected with autism. And I got to tell you, when I went to school, when I was in grade school, um, I, I did not encounter the kids that I see today,
Right.
for the most part.
Well, I mean, Matt, I think that it is scientifically evident that there is an increase in autism, not just diagnosis, but an actual increase. Tucker Carlson covered this really well in that long and effective interview he did with Callie Means. And RFK himself has said that, like, it was rare. It was like 1 in 10,000. And I think
Mm-hmm.
it's 1 in 20 now. It's something,
Yeah.
if guys, if you know better, put it in the comments. But yeah, in an unprecedented increase. And for years, I have family members with autism. I've accused my brother of having autism forever. I don't know if that's diagnosed, but um, this was not a thing when we were younger. It's everywhere now, and in varying degrees, sometimes really
Yeah.
severe, which is terribly sad.
Yeah.
And the one thing RFK pointed to specifically, and this is what he's going to dig into, is that the one thing that's different is the jab schedule that children receive. So even my wife and I were talking about this, Matt, like when our children were young, our first child, I think we didn't know better. We just said yes to everything the doctor told us. I think there was like 10 scheduled jabs, and now there can be up to 60 for kids. So that's in a 16-year time difference, right? Between 16 years ago for our oldest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I used to, I mean, just to be fair, I used to think of some of our friends that were like, we don't have our children jabbed. And I'm using that term, guys, because we are on YouTube as well, and it's still illegal to say the truth. Yeah, our friends, I used to think they were kooky, and now I'm like, man, they were onto something.